What is going on, my YouTube dipping maniacs? Welcome to the Mud Jug 1 channel. I am your host. So, we're gonna get right into it today, boys and girls. As most of you guys know, the Grizzly wide cut has made it around to most of the states in this country now. Most people can get it. If you can't find it, I would just say be patient and it will probably show up eventually. So I'm going to do a review on the Grizzly wide cut wintergreen. Before I do that, we're going to put some music on. We're going to put a little Granger Smith, little Earl Dibbles on right now. Turn it up. I'm wearing my mud tires and miles and mud tires t-shirt. This I got is a little too tight, as you can see. Alright, so let's get into this right now. Now, this is already cracked. This is not a fresh can. I apologize, I did not say fresh can for the video. But I want to give you guys a couple dip tips, because there's still tons of people asking me and everybody else that does dip videos tons of questions. So why not help those people out? Number one, to crack a can, a lot of people asking why you turn it upside down. Well, you turn it upside down because you can get your fingernail underneath the tin lid better, or the can lid better, rather than doing it this way. It's not quite as good. So that's that. Now, we're going to pack it. You can side pack, or you can top pack. If you don't know how to do that, and that's your life goal, to learn how to use your pack a dip can like that, just practice without the can. Get it to do this slapping noise. It's all you're doing is you're just hitting this on here. That's it. You're not doing that. You're hitting your finger on top of your two fingers like this. So, nonetheless, we're going to throw in a hog. Now, I like the cans, the Grizzly cans. They are a little bit different than the long cut Grizzly cans, wintergreen of course, but they're obviously very close. Grizzly cans are they're harder to open than Skoal and Copenhagen, I think, too. But, you know, nonetheless. Now, I did do a video on this when it first came out, but when it wasn't everywhere, it was hard to get. So I wanted to do it again because there's a lot of people talking about it. But this is, let me turn down a little Earl here. This is identical to the Camel wintergreen wide cut that used to be out several years ago. Grizzly, the company that owns Grizzly, American Snuff Company, or is it RG and Reynolds? Always get them mixed up. Anyway, they bought Camel basically. When they bought Camel out, they discontinued the Camel wide cut, and now what they've done is they've used it's the same damn thing as Camel wide cut. They basically have just put it in a Grizzly can. Now, everybody's probably wondering, people who haven't had this probably wondering, well, what's the difference? Why is it so? Well, it's considerably different cut, guys. It basically is a wider cut. It's not as long. It's not as long as a long cut. It's not really. It's definitely not a Stoker's where it's like long, real long and stringy. It's just the cut is wider. It's not as thinly cut. So I guess it's more like comparing sawdust. This is more of a thicker sawdust versus a dusty sawdust, which would be the same as a snuff, I guess. I don't know, fine cut. Anyway, I mean, it pinches just fine. you know. So if you're a wintergreen guy, you'll definitely love the smell. It's definitely a pretty good wintergreen smell to it. So we're gonna put us a lip in now. A lot of people always ask me again. I'm backing up. I don't have a dip in yet. A lot of people ask me how I get the can off with one hand, the can open with one hand. You just gotta squeeze it. They're harder than Grizzly. Grizzly are harder than Copenhagen or Skol, but I just hold it so that my thumb and forefinger are on the lid, and then my middle finger is holding the can so it doesn't fall, and then I just squeeze it and at the same time lift up on it. Also, a lot of people are having problems getting a pinch of finer cut dip. Guys, you have to push it up against the side of the can if you're having issues. That's the best way. I don't necessarily have to do that. I have pretty big fingers, maybe that helps, I don't know. But when you're dipping, when you're pulling a pinch, you gotta push it against the side of the can. So, like I mentioned before, it's kind of like eating rice with chopsticks. When you get down to the rice in the bottom of the bowl, you gotta push it in there to get a good amount. So anyway, let's put one in. Quit yapping, put one in. Maybe you guys can see that cut a little bit better than a normal Grizzly long cut. Now, I still have guys asking me, hey man, I've been dipping for 2 years, but I don't know how to put a dip in without pulling out my lip. So, before I get into how this flavor is, when I put a dip in, I literally put it in my mouth like I'm eating it. Okay, I don't put it in my lip. I put it in my mouth like I'm eating it. I basically put it on my tongue. And then once it's on my tongue, I push it into my lip. Okay? I don't put it in my lip. I put it in my mouth and push it in. A lot of people have problems with controlling their dip. We need a mud jug. Mud jug of the day. Kryptonite mud jug. That mud jug will be retired once it's sold out, by the way. We're just out of those green jugs, and not worth it for us to keep it, to bring it back. So anyway, you got to use your tongue, guys, is what I'm getting at here with fine cut. I mean, I have guys asking me telling me they're having problems keeping long cuts in their lip. It's all about the tongue, pushing it in with your tongue, move it around. I can move it around here in the front and the side, in the top if I want to. But we'll put it back down here. Again, the key is the tongue. People who haven't tried Grizzly Wide Cut, they're going to want to know what's the difference in flavor compared to Grizzly Long Cut Wintergreen. The Grizzly Wide Cut has definitely a different flavor, okay, than regular Grizzly Wintergreen. It has less of a processed plastic type taste, which Grizzly, to me, Grizzly, I'm not a big Grizzly guy, but Grizzly is known for their cheaper dip, the Welfare Bear, and it does taste a little bit more processed than Copenhagen does. But Wide Cut has less of that plastic flavor, considerably less. I don't notice it that much really at all with the Wide Cut. It also has a little bit, I want to say it has a little bit less of a wintergreen than regular Grizzly Long Cut Wintergreen. Not much, because there's a certain flavor to this, like a bit more of a tobacco-y flavor, more of a natural flavor compared to, you know, Grizzly Long Cut Wintergreen. So I actually think that this is one of the best Grizzlies out there, personally, I would definitely give this probably an 8 out of 10. So, I know there's people saying they don't like it, don't like the aftertaste. I mean, I haven't noticed anything like that. Everybody's different though, guys. You know, everybody asks me, whoa, hey man, what kind of dip do you recommend I do? You know, I recommend you try them all. Because just because one guy likes something or somebody's saying that, oh, that stuff's for pussies, it doesn't mean that you're not going to like it. Do whatever you want to do. That philosophy applies when it comes to making videos. People are always asking me for advice on what to do in videos, and I just tell them, look, I don't give out advice on how to do videos. All you got to do is be yourself and have fun. Put it out there. That's it. None of us are going to get rich off of YouTube, off of making videos on YouTube, doing dip videos. It's just not going to happen, okay? The amount of money that I make from revenue sharing with ads and stuff, it's almost not even worth doing it because people get pissed off because there's ads on the videos. I mean, really? I can't even put diesel in my Dirty Max for a month, the amount of money that I get from revenue sharing from YouTube. So just keep that in mind, guys. Be yourself. Doesn't matter what you're doing in life. Be yourself. Don't change who you are for anybody. Unless you're a crackhead, then obviously you quit doing crack. But so that's my take on the Grizzly wide cut. If you can get it, I suggest you do. We're going to talk about, whoa, what the hell? Cut. We are going to talk about a few things. Let's see. I want to give a shout out to people, the dippers out here in Corona, California. I ran into a couple guys at the gym already, and a guy asked me, "Are you that mud jug guy?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's me. Anyway, I want to give them a shout out. Some of the local guys here. There's more dippers around here than you'd think in California. There's more. Besides earthquakes, we have dippers. Man, we get earthquakes lately. Had one last night. A couple nights ago, there was another one. We're about due for a big one, so. Anyway, I don't, you know, it's so funny. I always tell the guys in the shop, yeah, somebody recognized me from the gym or wherever. You know, people recognize me from videos, and it's weird. It's like, to me, it's I don't want to say it's embarrassing, but I just feel uncomfortable when people recognize me because, you know, they see me doing crazy shit in videos and they're not sure how to react around me, and there's always that uncomfortable silence, shall we say. Hey, you're that mud jug? Yeah, that's me. And then what? Oh yeah, oh, you're working out? Yeah, no shit. Right, yeah. So anyway, moving on. Let's see. I guess we'll do troops of the week. I do want to let you guys know that we are always sending mud jugs overseas to different guys and even some gals over there. We do our best to support the troops, and we, if you guys want to donate your free black mud jug that you get with any limited edition mud jug, you get a free black with that. If you want to donate that to the troops, just leave that in the customer notes when you order, and we'll keep that and we'll send it. We'll add it to the group of mud jugs that we save and send overseas. So just so you know, a lot of people still asking if they can do that. Absolutely do that. Let's see. First shout out, first troop of the week is Dalton Love, U.S. Marine Corps. Next is U.S. Navy retired. He's retired. Garrett Miller. Next is Chad James in the U.S. Air Force. He's in Qatar. Theodore Ted Ensley. Theodore Ted Ensley was a, let's see, he was in the U.S. Marine Corps. He's passed away. He was in World War II. Yes, we do. I do shout outs for soldiers and troops that are no longer with us. So if you guys want me to do that, just let me know. Next is Eddie Jenkins from Corpus Christi, Texas. He's an Army veteran. He recently passed away as well. Brendan, his son, he wanted me to give him a shout out, so that was his dad, Eddie Jenkins, Army veteran. Next is Robert Hare, Army. Let's see, Travis Medeiros, him and the entire Alpha Company 787th MP Battalion in Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. Damn. So shout out to Travis and his crew. Next is PFC Win 19D Cavalry Scout. Next is Aaron Bonifacio, U.S. Marine Corps. He's actually in boot camp right now. So I want to wish him good luck with that. Hayden Smith just graduated from the U.S. Navy Naval Academy. Let's see, and last shout out, troop shout out of the week is Roy Cummings, a corporal in the Marine Corps who passed away in 2011. So that concludes the soldiers' troops of the week. I think that's about it for me, guys. I want to keep my videos a little shorter, though. I tend to do a lot long-last videos, and people's attention span is pretty short these days, and I don't blame them. Get yourself some Grizzly wide cut. Go check out Granger Smith. Get your Granger Smith or your Errol Dibbles Jr. Merchandise. If you guys don't know, Errol Dibbles Jr. is an alter ego of the country singer Granger Smith. Kind of like Sergeant Spitter is my alter ego. So, nonetheless, that's about it for me, guys and gals. Remember, always be a man and reach for that can, because if it ain't dip, it ain't shit.